Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great week. Checking in for a rates update. Mortgage rates close to flat here this week. We lost some gains at the beginning of the week, but then mortgage rates rallied on Thursday on the heels of a jobs report from Challenger Gray and Christmas. Now, normally some of the private reports like this just kind of fly under the radar and don't carry much weight, but now that we're in the government shutdown on day 38, unfortunately, these private reports carry more weight in the absence of official government data. And so that report showed that job cuts were the highest in October of any October in the last 2 decades. So that was a fairly significant number and had an outsized impact on the market. So normally bad news is good news for mortgage rates. Good economic news is bad news for mortgage rates. And so that helped mortgages to recoup the losses that we saw from earlier in the week. Consumer sentiment came in at 50.3, which is the lowest reading since June of 22. That's really mainly driven from the government shutdown that we're in right now. And that shutdown, the longer it drags on, the more of an impact it has on the economy. The estimate right now is it's taken 20 billion out of the economy, and each day that it moves forward, that will continue to be a drag on the economy. And so as we're looking forward to December, a few weeks ago, Jerome Powell threw cold water on the notion that a December rate cut was a foregone conclusion, and they said they'd need to see the data. Now that this shutdown is dragging on for so long, that most likely gives Powell cover to cut rates in December. So where we move forward from here is going to be largely dependent on that government shutdown. Hopefully that gets resolved soon. Happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans and service members out there. We greatly appreciate your sacrifice and all of your efforts to protect our freedoms in this country. Wishing you a happy Veterans Day and a great weekend.